And if I was Terrence Ruffin or Dino or any of those guys, I'd be like, oh boy, it's on this year. Chris is vulnerable. He's not ready for what I'm about to bring. I'm going to train harder now.
E aí, fãs de bodybuilding, eu sou o Roger e no vídeo de hoje eu vou comentar sobre e mostrar para vocês um clipe onde o Nick Trigili, que para quem não sabe é um canal de mídia gringo internacional que comenta sobre o fisiculturismo e vem crescendo, vem ganhando um espaço muito grande. E ele comentou recentemente sobre um vídeo onde o Chris BUMSTEAD responde algumas perguntas de fãs. E a pergunta mais interessante aqui que ele comentou sobre foi em relação a como foram essas preparações e qual era o seu mindset durante essas preparações, o que ele pensou. E o Nick Trigili tem um ponto de vista muito interessante, ele comentou aqui, fez alguns comentários que são bem intrigantes, bem interessantes, eu acho que vocês vão gostar. E eu vou deixar para vocês um trecho legendado do vídeo do Nick Trigili, o vídeo original inteiro, completo, vai estar aí na descrição. Se você gosta desse tipo de vídeo e quer ver mais vídeos assim, deixa o seu like, se inscreva no canal para mais vídeos como esse, e é isso aí.
To watching this video, but then he had a question from a fan, and the fan asked him, did you ever want to quit bodybuilding before? And I thought Chris's answer was rather strange. I'm not saying it was the wrong answer, but I just did not expect Chris BUMSTEAD, three-time Mr. Olympia, going for fourth, to say those words out of his mouth. Now, maybe you guys will agree, maybe you'll disagree. I'm sure most of you will disagree. But after having the experiences I did in bodybuilding and accomplish the things I accomplished, I just didn't expect to hear those things out of Chris's mouth going for his fourth title in just 4 months. So let me play the clip and we're going to talk about it.
Out of it, I literally I get to achieve the greatest body and classic physique in the world if I'm lucky enough. So, have you ever considered or been close to quitting? Yes, multiple times.
Oh, multiple times. Did not expect that either.
2018 was the first time when I got really sick before the Olympia. I was literally done. Ian straight up talked to me. He's like, yo, you might be done bodybuilding. This could be the end.
Taking advice from Ian, Chris? You better hire Hani Rambod.
And then health got back together. It was kind of like a big flare up of my autoimmune, which we managed, contained, monitored it. 2019 was a difficult prep. It almost happened again, but it didn't quite. 2020 was beautiful. 2021, hell of a stressful year again.
So 3 out of 4 years, it was a mess. It sucked. The autoimmune disease that he has, if you guys don't know that, he has an autoimmune disease. It affects your kidneys, it affects your entire immune system. Everything shuts down. You have inflammation in the body, your central nervous system, you feel like shit, you have no energy. Your life sucks when you have an autoimmune disease, for sure.
On that, I literally felt like I was gonna be done competing because it was very stressful, anxious, unhappy time where I just didn't enjoy it like I did until the last week of my prep. That last week of my prep really brought it all together. But even after that, I kind of had to sit down with myself and really reflect. And something I'm trying to do more now in my life is actually not get off my phone, reflect on things I'm doing in my life to make sure it's what I want, where I want to be going. And I kind of came to the conclusion that if I were to be done bodybuilding right now, 3 Olympias, never do it again, never be bigger than I was, never be stronger than I've been, and just stop there, that I would be totally fine.
Okay. If you never competed in sports, this is going to be really hard for you to understand. But if you did compete in sports, you will get it. Now, if you didn't, try to understand where I'm coming from. Can you imagine, just for a second, Phil Heath going for his 4th title, or Jay Cutler trying to redeem himself for his 4th title after losing to Dexter Jackson, Ronnie Coleman going for his 6th, 7th, 8th title, Dorian Yates going for his 5th, 6th, 7th title, Arnold Schwarzenegger, whatever great bodybuilder you can think of, going for repeat wins as Mr. Olympia, saying 4 months before Mr. Olympia, I'm okay with losing. I'm satisfied with everything I have. I'm okay with it. You know what the guys looking up to you that are in second, third, fourth, fifth are thinking? You're weak-minded. You don't have the drive anymore. And they're going to be foaming from the mouth thinking, oh man, Chris is done. He doesn't have the same motivation as he used to. He doesn't care about winning anymore. Because those champions like Phil Heath, Jay, all those guys, they would never show their weaknesses. They would never show their cards. And that is where I think Chris made a big fucking mistake 4 months out from the Olympia. This is just how I see it because I'm extremely competitive. And if I was Terrence Ruffin or Dino or any of those guys, I'd be like, oh boy, it's on this year. Chris is vulnerable. He's not ready for what I'm about to bring. I'm going to train harder now. So these guys are going to go from level 10 to level 20 now because the current Mr. Olympia just said, I'm okay if I lose it. I don't care. I'm happy with my accomplishments.
Yep.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay